I'm from Delta, but I pay tax in Lagos because this is where I work and I make my money. My landlord is collecting house rent from me. Do you understand? So your state is bringing a lot of people are coming from different places and making. You should be proud of it and not make them feel bad. Start trying to drag them because of what a governorship election that's going to just last for 4 years. It's not worth it.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite show, Gist HQ. Here we bring you gists from across Africa and a lot more. Fasten your seatbelt, guys. It's going to be a jolly good ride. Welcome back, guys. Today the gist is the 2023 gubernatorial elections. It is no news that the 2023 presidential elections just happened, and Nigerians have a lot of feelings concerning the results of the elections. But today I have very fabulous guests here with me that are going to talk about the 2023 gubernatorial elections that are coming up. I have the phenomenal Ogenefego Ofili. It is exciting to have you always. I also have Ebruba Lucky. You're welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So I'm going to start with you, Ebruba.
Okay.
Do you think what happened during the 2023 presidential elections will influence the number of people that will come out to vote for the gubernatorial elections?
Well, if I was asked this question, earlier last week, I would have said yes. Should have a big influence on the governorship election. But at the moment, I don't think so. At first, people, after the presidential election was conducted and, they started doing the collection of results, a lot of people had different feelings. Most people were feeling bad because what we voted for, what we did at the polls was different from what was being collected at the national, whatever. It was like what we ordered versus what we got. It was very, very, people felt very bad. They felt, disappointed. They felt discouraged. Like for me, I myself, I had this point that, okay, since this is what these people want to do, there's no point coming out to vote during this governorship election. They will still rig this thing. They will still manipulate this thing. So let me just sit back at home. That was what I felt. And I felt like most people also felt that same way. I even saw, videos of people on Twitter breaking their PVC. That's how bad it got.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but at the moment, I think that has been changed, My principal, Peter Obi, the presidential, candidate for Labour Party, has come out to give a word press. He said he advised us not to be discouraged. They still come out and vote that his mandate, which was stolen from him, will be recovered. that has given me hope that he's not just giving up. He's still going to fight and make sure he claims his mandate. And we should not just sit back and wait for him to just do it. We should also come out and raise an army of governors for him. So, I feel I wasn't the only one who watched that. A lot of people have watched that. And I feel those who have been discouraged after watching that will feel, re-energized, more determined and more focused to come out and vote during this governorship election.
Okay. What about you? What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think I align with what Ebruba has just said. After the presidential elections, and then we're waiting for the results. Most of us were disappointed, whether you're PDP or you are even APC or Labour Party. I dare to say that even those who are in the party that has president-elect are not so happy because they really wanted margin. They wanted to prove to those 2 people or 4 people tweeting in a room that, guys, you don't even have PVC. But you see, the gap was not, the margin wasn't that wide.
At all.
So it was kind of, even for them, I feel like they were also disappointed. But you're encouraged, okay, at least we won, right? So I felt like most people were going to, especially the young people that came out for the presidential election, were going to be very, very discouraged and decide, man, forget it. So if this is how this country is, then I'm not coming out again. But that press conference was very timely and apt. It's like you're so sad. In fact, I was telling someone that I felt like I had that same feeling that I had on the 20th of October 2020 when the Lekki shooting happened. The way everywhere was quiet, it felt kind of depressed, like the whole country was depressed.
Nigeria has happened again.
Yeah, exactly. So when Peter Obi had that press conference, I don't know the magic, but there was this hope that came back that, oh, okay, we're going to court. That's good. Now, let's go and show them that we can do it again in governorship election. So you now saw, if Twitter was like this frequency wave, right? After presidential election results, you see the wave went down. But immediately after that press conference, come on, the volume went up again. And it's like everybody's checking, please, who is the LP candidate in my state?
Exactly.
Do you understand? That's when we started discovering, okay, before the presidential elections, oh, it didn't concern us.
Exactly, we didn't know.
Do you understand? We didn't even bother. But now that, after that press conference was like an energizer, like a boost. Like they gave us energy drink, right? To say, come on, no going back. We need to. And then that whole House of Rep, the number of people that are now in federal,
almost 40 of them now.
From like, hey, the child of nobody has become somebody, and oh man, we can do this again, even at the state level. So I think the energy is back, and I'm hoping people come out en masse, right? Still vote, but I'm hoping. I'm not sure whether the number is going to be as much as that for the presidential.
Yeah, a lot of people have told me that they are not coming out no matter what to vote.
But I also have people who have said they are going to come out to
yes.
vote. So it's a balance.
Yes.
And I feel like those who are going to come out to vote are going to be more than those who decide not to. Let me confess now, I'm not going to vote because I went to Delta to vote, right, for the presidential elections, and I'm back in Lagos. So I won't be going back to Delta to vote for the governorship election. So there might be people like that who might not, because the gap was quite wide. I thought it was the next Saturday that was the governorship. I won't say 2 weeks, come on, 2 weeks
that's
away from my.
Yeah, and this thing you mentioned has affected a lot of people. There are a lot of people that traveled to a different state to go and vote,
exactly.
and they are back already.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't expect them to start traveling. I mean, transport is on the high side now.
There's even no cash.
There's no cash, so it's really going to affect some people also.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like people will come out to vote, but it will not be the same number and the energy that is in coming out for the presidential election.
Okay. So, in some parts of Lagos, a lot of people on Twitter are saying that they have been threatened to not vote for any other party apart from the All Progressives Congress. And the sitting governor of Lagos State is from the All Progressive Congress party. He has not come out to debunk that. He has not come out to address that behavior. He's just quiet. I mean, what do these people think? Does he think that it is his right to still go for a second term? He just started campaigning. Like recently, he just started campaigning a week to election. What can you say about that behavior, please? So, Dr. Fego.
Yeah, for me, it's quite interesting when you bring it down to Lagos, right? Let's start from the campaigning part. Let me just say, okay, I think because his candidate was going for presidency, or his godfather, he supported him. I was going around.
Godfather.
Was going around everywhere with him, right? Campaigning. And there's this, man, now we own Lagos now, so what's the need? When we finish winning presidential elections, then we have our structure for winning states now, so we don't need to campaign that much. Do you get? So I felt like he just felt, even debates, he was invited to debates and he didn't go for any debate. He felt like, man, what am I doing? I can't be talking to young boys, just children.
Can you imagine?
But the good thing about the presidential elections is that they now find out Lagos was won by a party without structure. So man, I need to sit up. So he had like 2 weeks to now start campaigning in Lagos. I just wanted to address that campaign one because it's annoying to me too.
Very annoying.
Because first off, it was annoying that he did not come for debates that were organized. Secondly, all of a sudden, I'm now seeing Sanwo-olu's adverts in different places. On TV, so it can be young,
attending
and
churches,
and going to everywhere. How now? I don't understand. Where have you been? I thought you wanted to be president since you were going everywhere with presidential campaign.
Yeah, so it is very, very, the behavior is very, it is disgusting, because how can you just think that this is your right and then you just sit down and then allow everything to play out? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And why hasn't he come out to address the people threatening other people not to vote for any other party apart from APC? I mean, it is a right for you to vote whoever you want.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. So why is it behave? Why do you think he's doing that?
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he hasn't come out to say anything about that. I mean, he's the governorship candidate for the All Progressive Party. He's the one in seat presently. I mean, he would do anything. I mean, if there's anything that's going to suppress vote from other parties, I don't expect him to stop that. His main aim is to win selection, and to do that, you have to suppress vote from other parties to stay at the top. So if there are some vices or some things that will suppress vote, that will stop people from voting for other candidates, if I'm the governorship candidate, I don't see any reason, but I know he's right, but I don't expect him to come out and say, okay, stop doing this, stop doing that. But it is very wrong. I mean, everyone has the freedom of choice. I can choose who I can vote for whoever I want to.
Yes, you can.
So I don't expect him anyways to do that.
And the thing about this whole, they've also gone tribal about it, right?
Yeah.
Making it to seem as if it's Yorubas against Igbos. But I want us to get it very clear that it's not Yorubas against Igbos.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's actually the establishment. It's actually the APC, especially in Lagos. It's actually the APC structure or whatever that is camouflaging as Yoruba against the Igbos. It is not Yoruba people in general, because if you agree that it's Yoruba against Igbos, it means you are agreeing that it's only Igbos that voted for
It's
Peter
not,
Obi.
it's not,
Do you understand? So there are actually Yoruba people who actually voted for better Nigeria. So, but it's what our politicians do every time. They look for something. If it's not religion, they use culture or tribe to try and make us start hitting our heads against each other.
And it's very sad. It's very sad.
So you see somebody who is actually from Lagos, a Lagosian, who you can trace his ancestry down 400 years, which many people, even the current governor and the past 3 governors, they cannot trace their ancestries to Lagos. Like, these guys are the owners of Lagos. He's so Lagosian than any of them. But they still, because he has an Igbo name and his mom is an Igbo person, they just bring that ethnic slur.
I feel like this is like the weapon of APC. They do this every time. In presidential election, they did the same thing. Painting, Peter Obi as, trying to sell Nigeria and all of things like that. They always do that. I don't know why, and it's very, very wrong. It's like that's the only thing they always buy gotcha. It's very, very bad.
Because that's the only thing they have to offer.
I don't think it's Yoruba. It's not Yoruba. You have Yoruba people voting for the right people for a better country.
We need to get so that we don't have that bias.
It's not Yoruba.
No, it's not Yoruba.
It's this particular party that does this.
It's the political class that is using ethnic differences, diversity to try and divide us.
So it's so painful that some Nigerians are actually giving into what they are using to try and divide us. Like you see on Twitter, people are saying that go back to your state, Lagos is a Yoruba place and everything. I mean, there are Nigerians everywhere in Nigeria. There is no tribe that is not represented anywhere in Nigeria. So why will you start saying that? It looks like like something that is very vague,
The problem is that most of us don't travel.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
We don't travel. See, I was in my village. I'm from Iri, right? In my village in Isoko South to vote during the presidential election. One of the first 3 people on the queue was a Yoruba man speaking his Yoruba fluently. In my village, he stays there. I stay in Lagos. Do you understand? So we are Nigerians. You can stay anywhere and you're supposed to thrive anywhere you are.
Yes.
Do you understand? So people who say nobody's arguing that this land is mostly owned or is the ancestry of Yorubas.
Yes.
I'm not arguing that. I can't claim to be the owner of Lagos. For crying out loud, why now? Do you understand? We all have our places that they divided up for all of us and we're staying there. But it shouldn't stop us from thriving wherever we are as Nigerians. Do you understand? So anybody who is bringing up, they don't travel. Nigerians, that's the one problem. We don't travel. We don't even know. Some people, when you say I'm from Warri, they say which state is that? Or Efrun. People don't know. Efrun is in Warri. Do you understand? So people don't really know much about ourselves, and we just divide. So if I can just, so people say half truths. So I can just say half truths and add a lie. So because you connect with that half truth, you just chop the lie too, and because you don't even have any frame of reference to argue and say no.
Most times I feel like it's people that don't even travel at all that make the loudest noise. That's the truth.
not
Imagine someone has never
anywhere
been
apart from
outside of Lagos telling
yes.
you that, you know, Anambra is a village.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
trenches.
I've never been there. That's why I have to do a video. Like when I posted a video online, right? When I arrived in Warri, when I was going to vote for the presidential, you know, your village na city. I told them, no, this is not my village. This is Warri. There is no airport in my village. And I did a video of my village. My village, there's road, there's bad road. I can do a video of the street I live in Lagos. What nonsense mega city is that? No, let's reduce. Let's talk about the mega city.
I feel like Lagos is overhyped.
No, it is
very
now.
overhyped.
It is actually overhyped. But we cannot say we are not here. We are all here. Why are we so overhyped? Why all of us they pack up? If it is overhyped, the opportunities are there.
Yeah,
Yes.
opportunities
But
are there.
You see,
No doubt.
we're supposed to be proud. If I was Yoruba or I'm from Lagos, I would be very proud that my place is a place that people are yearning to come. And I will look for a way to make them comfortable.
Not turn into a weapon.
If you even want to tax me, you're already taxing me. They will tax you for radio, tax you for TV, tax you for everything. So you're already getting a lot of money from taxes from different people. I'm from Delta, but I pay tax in Lagos because this is where I work and I make my money. My landlord is collecting house rent from me. Do you understand? So your state is bringing a lot of people are coming from different places and making. You should be proud of it and not make them feel bad. Start trying to drive them because of what? A governorship election that's going to just last for 4 years. It's not worth it.
And I think that Nigerians at this point, we should be wise enough to not allow anybody use religion and tribe as a weapon against us. I mean, we should be educated enough.
I feel like God should just open up most people's head and put this thing inside. You can't be using tribe and religion to vote for a candidate because after that, if you vote in the wrong person, we go still suffer them together.
All of us.
Just because he's from your tribe or you're the same religion, you now want him to be there at one means. By the time he finally gets there, he won't remember any of those things. You're not going to even say, oh, this guy is from the same tribe, same religion. That the thing with the wicked thing that's in his mind, that's what he's going to do, and it's just bad. I feel like God should open our head and remove that spirit of, religion and tribe.
Yes.
You don't select a leader based on religion or tribe. It's very wrong.
So yeah, that's true. Because first of all, when we were born, we were first Nigerians before we became Christians or Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so based on religion, but when I was born, I was first Isoko. Yeah.
So okay. So now there's this very interesting and heartbreaking Twitter trend. How people are listing all the atrocities that Governor Sanwo-olu has done in his 4 years. And with all these things, do you think that he has a high chance of winning in Lagos against the Labour Party candidate or the PDP candidate?
At the moment, I think his chances of winning are very slim. Yeah, I mean, look at the presidential election. What they gave us on the INEC, on the TV was definitely wrong. Everybody knows that now. They said 500,000 votes, PDP to APC to 500,000, which is wrong. From what, the whole years IRF have been showing, Lagos had almost 1 million, I think 900 and something thousand for Labour Party then. APC was about, was it 200 or 300? It wasn't even up to that 500. So even if you remove those that say won't vote for governorship, we'll still be having at least 600,000 people that will still vote for Labour Party. And that is enough. And with everything Sanwo-olu, I don't know about us, for me, maybe Sanwo-olu has been trying, yeah. But for that, for what happened during the NSAS, under your watch, armies came into your state and massacred people. And you came out on live TV to deny that there was no massacre. I don't know about him, but for me, I can't forgive him for that act.
Oh, wow.
I would have been there. I probably wouldn't be alive now. So I can't forgive him for that act. And also the I don't know how true, but siphoning the money meant for Lagos into some personal account for his godfather. I don't know how true that is. I mean, that's been going around and around. So I don't feel like his chances of winning are very, very high. A lot of people are aware of these things. So we all want a better government. We are tired of APC has been ruling Lagos for years. We are tired of them. We want someone else. So his chances of winning are very, very slim.
Yeah, but I think his chances of winning are slim, or he might actually win.
Yeah.
Because they have the structure.
Exactly.
We now know the meaning
The
of
structure.
structure.
Yeah, they have the structure. Yeah.
They have the structure.
The
So,
structure.
so I saw that trend, and it was quite sad, right? Everybody, but there's something that this guy said, or I saw an interview, the Labour Party candidate, GRV. You see, Sanwo-olu as a person might be competent and might have ideas. I think you're the one that shared the video.
Yeah.
But it's that, I think people are just annoyed about that godfather, that thing that says you must take permission for everything, you must follow a particular path. So people want somebody that is free, that is not going to answer to anybody, who is going to run the ideas he has. Do you understand? So I don't think, as an individual, somebody might be more effective if he was really free as a governor to do what he wanted to do for his people, right? Because the same person who handled the COVID challenge, the guy handled it very well. And that's the thumbs up everybody gives to him. Do you understand? But when you now talk about infrastructure, road, how you have empowered people, the other things about auctioning people's vehicle and all that, those issues, you now see that, was this guy who was advising him. Do you understand? So people are just, I think people are not just looking at Sanwo-olu as an individual, they're looking at the structure in which, and what he represents, the establishment he represents, and they want that establishment out.
I think that this obedience movement, in fact, I know that this obedience movement has changed the narrative for all the politicians. You know, before, when elections are coming, you'll be seeing them on the road frying akara and making people's hair. But right now, nobody did that. Did you guys notice that? They were now being intellectual, you know, writing debates, telling us what they can do. I mean, I was really impressed, except for one candidate who didn't tell us what he could do because he was just making blunders everywhere. And I think that this is a change. This is a real change, and then Nigerians should keep going, and everything will change with time. Yeah. So, guys, before we draw the curtain on this episode, can you please give us your last words for Nigerians watching? Ebruba.
Okay. Okay. I'll just run over by saying, you know, the governorship election is coming up this weekend. If you have your PVC and you have been discouraged, probably didn't get to watch Peter Obi's speech, I will tell you, please come out and vote. If you have your PVC and you're in your states, you know, of your polling unit states, please come out and vote. I can assure you, okay, I'm not in position to assure you, but I feel like there's going to be a much more better election than the presidential election. I mean, what happened in the presidential election won't repeat itself. I mean, everyone is wiser now. I believe you are all wiser and smarter. We would make sure that doesn't repeat itself. We have people talking about coming out with dogs, making sure people upload their results, the results to the beavers before leaving. And no, people are smarter. Even those that are even planning to come and oppress us with dogs. I don't feel like I'll be intimidated this time around with dogs. If dogs come out to oppress my polling units, I will stand my ground. Yeah, I feel like more people are even more determined to even oppress those dogs and fight them back and say, "Oh, more, this ballot box, you're not taking it away. We'll fight you."
Amen.
Yeah. So if you have your PVC, come on. The truth is that we can't do it alone. If you are few in numbers, we'll be oppressed. But if you come out in mass, like we did in Peter Obi's, you know, in the presidential election, we come out in mass and more determined and more fierce. They will be scared of us.
Yeah.
So please come out and vote if you have your PVC. Don't be discouraged.
Thank you, Dr. Fego.
Yeah. So yeah, come out and vote. When you finish voting and they've counted the votes and they've uploaded the votes, if you have time, please follow them to the collation center, because that's where the magic begins to happen. Right? Before you start seeing what IREV uploaded 2 days later, 3 days later, 1 week later, till now we're still seeing upload from
what we ordered versus
right?
what we got.
So if you follow them to the collation center, the World Collation Center, then local government collation center, the magic will be reducing. You will see exactly what you voted being announced on live TV. So guys, come out to vote. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching this episode. Don't forget to keep a date with me every week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and send in your comments. Let me leave you with this word. This is the only country we have. Nobody is going to help us deliver it. We are going to deliver it ourselves. Come out and vote, guys. Thank you very much.